Hi, and welcome to Those Who Glamp Together. My name is Joni, and I am going to share with you today some essential oils that I travel with and that we keep on hand for just your everyday ailments, and hopefully you're able to learn something in the process. I'm really excited about sharing some of these oils with you. I hope that it's something that you can learn and you can study. I did take some notes so I can try to be as brief as I can with them and not take up too much of your time with this video. But I want to share with you 7 oils that I carry almost every day. This is not something I travel with. This is just more for looks and display. And okay, so one thing that oils are good for is physical and emotional ailments. When I go through the list, I'll give you some ailments that they're good for, like topically or internally, but also for emotional support. Alright, so let's jump into this. So the first oil that I want to share with you today is lavender. It's the #1 oil that I would not go anywhere without. Lavender is good for burns, cooking over the fire, over a stove, you know, curling iron, sunburns. This is a perfect oil for it to kind of removes that sting out of there, and it just kind of soothes the area. Another thing that lavender is good for is bites and stings, mosquito bites, bee stings, things like that. It's perfect for skin that's irritated, rashes. It's good for that. Blisters, poison ivy. It's also good for allergies, believe it or not, and hay fever. It's good for sleep. So people put this on the bottom of their big toe. It helps shut the mind down a little bit quicker. Also, lavender is good for headaches and migraines. Another oil that I will not travel without is peppermint. Peppermint is very awakening, so if you're kind of like sleepy driver or whatever, you can pop a couple of these in your mouth. I get the beadlet form, and then I also get the oil form, so if I want to diffuse it or anything like that. Obviously, most people that eat peppermint or anything like that, it's very cooling. So women that experience hot flashes, it's good for that. It's good for coughs, it's good for colds. But some other things that it's good for is digestive discomfort. So like upset stomach, diarrhea, constipation. It does do both. It's also good for like low energy and tired, like I mentioned, women with hot flashes, fevers or colds, allergies, headaches, migraines. Bad breath is a good one, but then also like lavender, it's good for burns. So you can mix lavender and peppermint together, so you kind of have that pain reliever with the cooling sensation if you were to get burned. Alright, so the next oil, they call it a tea tree oil, which is melaleuca. And melaleuca is good for skin rashes, eczema, dermatitis. It's good for acne, blemishes, dandruff, lice. It's also good for athlete's foot if you have a cold or flu. It's good with respiratory issues. It is not my favorite smell, but I've learned through the years to like it a little bit more. But it's really good if you blend it with something, so it kind of tones down that smell a little. Alright, next oil is lemon. I use lemon a lot with like cleaning things. I just like that fresh lemon smell. But one fun little fact about lemons, it takes 45 lemon rinds to make a bottle this size. This is a 15 milliliter bottle, so kind of a little fun fact. But this is good for congestion, mucus. It helps break it up, but also if you don't want to drink it because you don't like the taste of it, you could just kind of apply it on your chest. But you gotta be careful with lemon because you don't want to put a citrus on and then go outside and get exposed with UV light. So it's also good for heartburn and reflux, kidney and gallstones, varicose veins. Lemon is also good for like focusing and concentration. It's uplifting. It's just a really bright colored, everybody knows what lemon smells like, and you can use it in a lot of your cleaners, and you do find those at the store with like lemon scent. So that's another good one. But also lemon is good for anxiety and depression. It's just very uplifting. So a couple more I want to mention. One of them is my very first essential oil I ever purchased, which comes in a lot of different forms. It's called On Guard. It's a protective blend. It is really good to have for immunity building, and it comes in oil, it comes in capsules, it comes in roll-ons, it comes in like a spray hand sanitizer. But things that On Guard are good for is warts. It's good for coughs, it's good for infections, it's good for cold sores, it's good for cold and flu, and then also, like I said, it supports the immunity. One of them I do carry is Deep Blue. This is what I call the natural version of Icy Hot. So this doesn't have anything but the essential oils and some lotion, and then you can get it in an oil form. So if you want to roll it on or drop it on, there's also another different size bottle that you can get. Deep Blue is really good for sore muscles, aches, pains, growing pains. It's good for arthritis, it's good for ligament damage, tendon damage, it's good for tension. So like if you had a tension headache and you want to put that on your neck. It also increased circulation. So you know how you get that icy feeling and then the warm feeling? That's kind of what this does as well. You're gonna have that same effect as Icy Hot, but it's also good for headaches and bruises. I do a lot of these oils in my regular face regimen. So I use Neroli, that is one that I use, and also Immortelle. That is another one I use for my face. doTERRA also offers an astringent. I use that as well. But this might be a video that I go into a little bit later down the road, where I can share like my facial regimen with you and what I use for like shampoos and cleaners and stuff like that. So that might be a video down the road. Honorable mention that I want to share with you is rosemary. Rosemary is really good for respiratory. It's good for colds, flus, constipation, headaches, and lice. But one of the things I love to do is I love to blend oils and diffuse them. And so I'll take rosemary and I'll take lavender and I'll take peppermint and just use this as a combination to diffuse in the air. It's very clean, it's very uplifting. It's not an offensive smell at all, and it's one of my go-to smells that I love to diffuse in the air. All right, last honorable mention is Breathe. Exactly what it sounds like. It's good for respiratory, colds. So this has a blend of things that are really good for respiratory. It just makes it easier to breathe. This is a good one for like fall time or springtime when the allergies are kicking up. But this is a good one to have on hand. They do come in different forms. So this is just the straight oil, and then they also have like a little stick that you can rub on your chest if you'd like. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the attention, and hopefully you're able to take something away from this that you're able to incorporate in your everyday life. So if you have an oil that maybe I didn't cover that you like to carry along, please put that down below, and I would encourage you guys just go down below and read the comments and see if there's anything else you can learn from these. Until next time, happy glamping.